Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and Nil has a mono sweeping bug team. That's actually pretty cool. Now, first off, I have been giving a lot of praise recently to the Escavalier, so I want to see that thing go off. Also, B-Drill infamously called it busted. I mean, it has amazing coverage, amazing adaptability damage. So we're going to see how it pulls through, and I just, yeah, let's watch. So Blissy's going to actually be like the only Fire Blast Blissey to ever exist. However, Scavalier, tanky enough to survive. The burn destroys it though. That's super unfortunate. Blissey would have survived anyways. And also, Blissy's actually faster, so it would get that soft boiled. And then we would get into some really interesting damage situations. So that's very unfortunate for this Scavalier right there. But, I mean, the team's still good. Like, what is that, Blissey? What the hell? What are we watching? So, that's going to be damage right there, but Blissey knows it's safe. The Flash could pull through while it's setting up for the soft-boiled. However, Double Team is better than Flash in, like, every way because it keeps for you. And then Blissey is going to protect for leftovers. You got it, Blissey. You got it. Just do you, Blissey. It's apparently working. This is how silly of a game Pokemon is. But talking about this Scavalier, when it doesn't get super hacked out right there, it does some really cool things. And I like the idea of the team because the Scavalier, it takes a hit, it blows Pokemon up, it can go 1-for-1 pretty easily, 1-for-1 plus, maybe get 2 KOs in there, and then you go into B-Drill, you finish off that, like the Pokemon that Scavalier couldn't, and then you like trade on the Crustle with like, I'd imagine if it's all sweep, then you go with the Shell Smash, and you just try to get that quick edge out into some crazy damage. So Scavalier's going to knock off the Kyogre. That's not really going to accomplish much of anything, and it will go down. So, I mean, the Mega Horn might have been kind of a better option. At least would have been like stab damage, but the Kyogre tanks it, and the burn doesn't matter. So, in comes B-Drill, and it is going to be the Mega B-Drill. So, Mega B-Drill takes risks, like, super hard, because you either have to have that Protect, or you don't. And that's going to be Kyogre on that Thunderbolt. So, B-Drill's going to survive it. And going to get paralyzed. Oh my goodness, the hacks is unreal. So, I mean, yeah, if you don't have the Protect, you get more coverage. And that's some quick damage on the Kyogre. Like, the hit points just drop right there. The paralysis is pretty bad. And then Kyogre is going to get the back-to-back Thunderbolt. Now, if it was Thunder, that would have actually KO'd. So, the opponent's team is pretty interesting. So, B-Drill into that Fell Stinger. It's also going to add to the puzzle. Because if you don't run the Protect, that gives you Fell Stinger options. It gives you Drill Run options. It gives you a little bit extra. And in this weird scenario, B-Drill's actually going to be able to pick up. And are we going to see the Drill Run against the Aegislash? Ooh, that's a little brutal right there. Aegislash protects itself. B-Drill gets a knockoff. Knockoff's also an option, so that's actually going to make B-Drill go neutral right here. And Aegislash gets the stance change. So Shadows, oh, I was about to say Shadow Sneak? No, the Flash Cannon. Aegislash is faster than the B-Drill because of that paralysis. And B-Drill, like the Thunderbolt and the Fire Blast actually giving status is one of the crazier things that could happen. And Aegislash has the Toxic, so Toxic onto the Crustle. Is that even going to work? Like, Crustle's going to Shell Smash. Crustle doesn't just, like, Earthquake? I mean, Stone Edge, Earthquake, X-Scissor, win? GG? This battle might get a little more interesting right now. So, Aegislash does have the King Shield stall. It's poison on the Crustle. And then we could just see this stance change for... Now, if you predict the stance change, you go for another Shell Smash. That'd be the obvious play. And that'd be like the insane OMG. Are we going to see that? Oh, Crustle throwing out the Earthquake. Aegislash is going to protect itself, but it does have the Earthquake. It doesn't have to worry about making contact on that King Shield. And there's a withdrawal from the Aegislash as we go into the Blissey once again. So, Blissey stuff. Yeah, Earthquakes. I mean, Blissey is switching into a physical hit that's going to be a little more than it wants to handle. Kind of getting a little bit of Toxic Stall right there. Either way, like, the Blissey was going down, so I guess preserving an Aegislash might try to do some good right here. So Aegislash is going to King Shield, trying to get as much Toxic Stall down, but we're going to see Crustle going for that Earthquake. Had some opportunities right there. I do like the White Herb on the Crustle because it does preserve the defenses, and Crustle's going to outspeed on that Earthquake. So are we going to see enough damage onto the Aegislash? We do. I was a little surprised. I mean, King Shield, like, in that shield form, Aegislash can survive some things. That was a super effective non-stab kind of shenanigans right there. But hey, that's the first battle, and guess what? We got 2 more. This time, leading off with the Crustle. Oh man, I would kill to see a Crustle sweep. That would be one of the coolest things ever. And actually, looking at the team, could be possible. Now, that Togekiss does have like the Thunder Wave and might shut down Crustle, which is pretty unfortunate. Oh, actually withdraws. Oh, that's big, because there's like super effective hits galore. I mean, all Crustle has to do is land the Stone Edge, +2, Togekiss is gone. Has the Earthquake, Chandelure is gone. The White Herb means that Crustle's incredible defense should be able to tank the Garchomp. Yo, are we going to see a Crustle sweep? That'd be pretty wicked if we just saw like double Earthquake, you know? Or the X-Scissor. I don't know if that's going to one-shot a Garchomp. No, that's Tank Chomp as well. See, I would throw out the Earthquake, so I don't want that rough skin damage. Yeah, Rocky Helmet, rough skin. So the opponent actually... Oh, no. Wait. Oh, it missed. What? The Dragon Tail actually missed? As we go into the X-Scissor, getting that extra damage in there, not enough. So the opponent actually knowing what's up. And Garchomp getting greedy on that Earthquake, though. Isn't it? Oh, it's going to be enough, even on the tank Garchomp. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping the neutral on that. I was so close, and yet so far. But we are going to see the Mega Beedrill. I think in that situation, if X-Scissor is going to be a 3-hit KO regardless, Earthquake's probably close to a 3-hit KO. And Beedrill, though, cleaning up on that Fell Stinger. And against Tank Chomp, you know, there's no speed investment there. It doesn't need to run that Protect, so playing the risk Beedrill pays off. And now Beedrill's at +2 with adaptability. This game's over. GG, done, go home. Oh, what's that? Chandelure, knockoff. What's that? Togekiss, Poison Jab. G to the G. I don't really know what else could happen here, you know? Boom. Beedrill probably doesn't even need that Fell Stinger to think about it. At least on the drill run. Maybe? I don't know. Someone run those damage calculations. And then we also have Poison Jab. Poison Jab probably not needed against Togekiss. Even like, unless it's full hit points, full defense Togekiss, which I doubt if you're running the Tank Chomp. Oh, that battle went a lot faster than I thought it would. I was hoping for the Crustle sweep. The opponent went like anti-setup. Like, actually, the opponent played it about as well as he could. Unfortunately, the Beedrill sweep was too strong. We do have one more battle. I do want to break this battle down a little more because, yeah, switching to Garchomp at the right time. Didn't risk on that Crustle. Could have maybe tried to shut down with Thunder Wave, decided to play it differently, ended up winning out, but that's set up for the Beedrill. And Beedrill kind of checked the whole team, you know, if you think about it. You go Crustle and Escavalier, and as long as Garchomp goes down, Beedrill wins, and now it's on to the third battle. Ooh, last battle looks brutal. Smitty Werb and Yankoman Jansen is bringing the Darkrai. I mean, free battle spot. Okay, is Crustle going to do something fancy? Or what do we have here? Because, like, the Crustle, does it even get Magic Coat? Like, if you're going on free battle spot, you always bring that Magic Coat Tech Pokemon. That way, you can get that person that's just spamming the Darkrai because they want the easiest win ever. You get them to, like, just bounce back the sleep and then Rage Quit or something. So Darkrai is going to leave with that Dark Void. Ooh. Alright, that keeps it interesting. It's going to miss, and Crustle does get the Shell Smash. But, oh man, Darkrai is going to have a Focus Sash. Doesn't matter. That's kind of lame. So we're going to see Crustle Special Attack and Speed Raise, and then we're going to have the White Herb kind of make everything better. Oh, Darkrai's still fat. That makes a lot of sense. Darkrai's big speed. Crustle doesn't have a lot of speed. I mean, even if you're doubling the speed of like 100, 200, 200 would catch a Darkrai, but still, Crustle doesn't have it. So there we go, and Darkrai's Bad Dreams going to start chipping it away right there, and then we are also going to see Darkrai with the Nightmare. I'm not sure about that. Honestly, I've never been sold on the Nightmare, because if they wake up, you kind of waste it. Like, you do get that one turn at least out of it, but see, it's not a lot of damage. Like, okay, double Bad Dreams in the Nightmare, because that's pretty much where you're going to get, is like half the opponent's health. True. But you just go for damage or other kinds of setup, and yeah, dead anyways. So, 2-shot on Dark Void, you 2-shot on Nightmare. Doesn't really matter, and in comes Beedrill. How's Beedrill going to deal with it? Because, like, is Dark Void just going to miss again? Is Darkrai going to get the reverse sweep? What's going to happen here? Because, like, is Beedrill finally sitting on this Protect? No, Darkrai's got the Dark Void, and it is going to land. So something I don't know here? Like, it has the Fell Stinger. I know there's a ton of damage on this Beedrill on that adaptability super effective hit, though. Beedrill's gonna be faster. Like, that's like all I know. Does Beedrill just get, like, no, he actually isn't faster. Never mind. Beedrill's got, like, alright, Beedrill's, oh, there it is. So, Nightmare's gonna fail out. Wake Up into the Felt Stinger. Does Felt Stinger, oh, I was about to lose my mind if there we go, Beedrill avoids. And into the Fell Stinger once again. I was going to lose my mind if Fell Stinger is a straight up one-shot. Still a lot of damage. The Double Dark Void Mist is kind of swinging this one around. And that's going to be game, as we've seen. Beedrill gets a Fell Stinger, you tech into it, and then you just one-shot everything. So that's going to be a Mega Charizard. And Mega Charizard Y, then Beedrill just, you throw out the Drill Run, I guess. Poison Jab adaptability, though, is more damage. Okay, so you throw out the Poison Jab, and then you go +2 anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's like an effective, super effective hit on that adaptability. Charizard Y is built for special defense, not physical defense, and it will go down right there. And then there's Greninja. We already know where this is going. Fell Stinger. So, yeah, it looks like the Heavy Revenge Beedrill, not like the Super Lead Sweep. And, yeah, the Heavy Revenge Beedrill, you know, you get that. I wanted to see more. There were only 3 battles submitted, unfortunately, but I want to see more because, yeah, you bring the Escavalier 1-for-1s, and then it puts heavy damage onto at least something. Beedrill gets a free Fell Stinger, and then it wins. Has to be against slower Pokemon because, as you can see, like, if there's a sweeper on the field, Beedrill's made of glass. It does not do well without that protect against sweeper Pokemon, but against non-sweeper Pokemon, it gets to run away with the battle. So, really interesting setup right here. The only stab being Fell Stinger is pretty interesting. Use that for supers. Then you just Poison Jab out everything else. Interesting team. Pretty cool bug sweeps. Gotta respect it, Anil. Like, the mono represent. Good way to start Fan Fridays. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice... Don't have a nice day yet. Never mind. Get ready for some more Fan Fridays. See you in a bit.